so much.
Okay, we're on the road to the Cohuttas, and we have to make a gas stop here at Quick Trip.
Always.
And every good adventure begins at Quick Trip. We have to get a 52-ounce drink and some assorted snacks. All right, here we go. Quick Trip, 52-ouncer, baby. Yeah. Diet Dr. Pepper. If they had Dr. Pepper 10, it would be better, but this is a close second. And cherry. Okay, so we are about, I don't know, 15-20 minutes from our destination, and we have drained our 52 ounces of Diet Dr. Pepper, and our bladders are about to bust. And the problem that we run into sometimes on these trips is we're in the middle of nowhere and we can't find a bathroom. Now, we just passed a sign that claimed to have a McDonald's 12 miles ahead, but our fear is that we're gonna have to turn off to our destination before we get to that McDonald's. The thermometer on the car is saying that it's 25 degrees outside, and you know, if we have to drop trowel and go outside, we will. We made it to McDonald's and we are in the bathroom. So excited. Yay. Sweet relief.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, this is an area of Fannin County where there have been a lot of reports, a lot of sightings of Sasquatches. There have been a lot of people who've accidentally run across Sasquatches. And we all have personally had some experiences here that, if for no other reason, had to be a Sasquatch. There's nothing else it could be. We've all had some pretty good things happen to us out here.
I'm Gary Strobel from Waleska, Georgia, Lake Arrowhead specifically. As far as Sasquatch experiences here in Jacks River Fields area, I went on my first trip out here was September of 2011. Didn't see anything, but heard things on a couple different nights. Sounded exactly like what they described. Then in June 2012, my wife and I were camping on this very spot that we are here. Had something approach our tent approximately 11 o'clock at night. That walked right up to the tent, walked around the side of the tent, then crossed over the river and into the woods. It was heavy enough that its footfalls I couldn't mimic, and at the time I weighed 340 pounds, and I couldn't mimic the heaviness of the footfalls as it approached the tent. My shadow on the side of the tent was 38 inches shorter than the shadow that whatever it was cast. It crossed the river, and you could hear it splash twice to get across the river. It took me 4 times.
Right. What's your most memorable event on an expedition?
My most memorable event on an expedition: sending Kentucky Joe on a very special assignment.
That was awesome.
You remember that?
Tell us about Kentucky Joe.
And his buddy, what was his buddy's name? Jesus or Jesus. or something.
Jesus.
They were so irritating, everyone threatened to revolt and leave. So they got a very special assignment 12 miles away at a dead-end road, and we never saw them again the rest of the weekend. It was awesome.
Melissa just yelled off that direction, and I and Glenn heard coyotes this direction. So we're going to move away from the fire and away from the water so we can listen a little bit better while Melissa yells again.
I don't hear anything. Yeah, I think my ears are frozen.
I was fixing to say that.
This is a smoker about to yell. Check it out.
Film at 11.
Badass smoker. Let her rip, John.
All right, it is about 10 degrees down where we're camping, and because it is so cold and we're venturing out from the fire, it's just too much. So we're all getting in cars and caravanning down this dark and scary road, and we're gonna make some calls from the trucks and radio back and forth and see how that goes.
Hey, what channel are y'all gonna be on? Okay.
I will say this. I'll say it again. Makes me want to go invest in some very warm clothing for this 10 degrees. The wonderful Wizard of Oz. Because of the wonderful things he does.
We're off to see the wonderful Wizard of Oz.
Keep going.
I don't know.
I think we need to hear a little Elvis.
We represent the
Elvis.
lollipop tree, the lollipop tree, the lollipop tree, and in the name of the lollipop tree, we want to welcome you to Munchkin Land.
I swear I'm squashing with my dad.
Let's do it. Let's go do it.
It was worth a try.
Whatever they respond to.
They're probably saying those idiots are out there making calls at us, and we're sitting here warm and toasty by their fire.
Eating their food.
Idiot.
I think any Sasquatch worth of salt would be spooning with another Sasquatch at this time.
Hunkered down.
I'll let you know in a minute.
This is what wimpiness looks like right here.
We've already had
They're
two bail
in
on
the
us.
truck. Let her know that Melissa is still outside the vehicle.
Melissa's still outside the vehicle with me. John's bailed, and Emily's never gotten out of the truck yet.
We're Carrie Strugging it for the team.
Okay, we are out in 10-degree weather in the Cohutta Wilderness, and we've been calling back and forth over this valley, and it is completely quiet. It is completely still. There's no wind really, and nothing is moving. It's responding really. Earlier, we let out some howls, and some dogs responded. And they weren't even coyotes. They were just some local dogs. So it's kind of uneventful, but we've had a request for some Elvis to be sung, so that might be happening soon.
Ready?
All right, we've had a request for some Elvis to be sung across the valley to see if Sasquatch will respond to Elvis.
John, you got to hear this,
So
man.
our resident Elvis impersonator, Mr. Glenn Williams, will be entertaining us.
Here we go. Wise men say only fools rush in, but I can't help falling in love with you.
Apparently, Bigfoot is not into Elvis. I don't know why, though. That was remarkable. Okay, we've just finished a delightful meal at Waffle House, and it's warm, and we can finally feel our feet. And now we're going across the street to McDonald's to get our second caramel hot chocolate of the night, and then we're going to work up our nerve and go back out in this 10-degree weather. So we're hoping that maybe they're not spooning anymore and they want to play. So we're going to hope for the best.
I mean, I think every now and then you need to like trick your metabolism and just get it going again. Just eat some lard. Also, like in really cold weather, you need like extra fat to burn to keep your core body temperature up to normal. So, I mean, that's why we should go to Waffle House and then McDonald's right after.
You think that's true for Bigfoot too? I mean, you think he's like at our
say
camp
so.
eating all the Squatch too?
I would if I was.
Bulking up because it's
I
so
would.
freaking cold.
Heck yeah.
I mean, I've seen the shadows and I've seen the silhouettes. And We've gotten approached in Florida. We've got all this other stuff. My bucket list and the very top of it, other than ice road trucking, of course, has got to be to stand face to face with a Squatch and not wet my pants.
So John, if Bigfoot was a rock star, what instrument would he play?
The bass.
Awesome. I said the same thing. Why would you say bass?
Because I could see him standing up on stage, jamming with the bass, spitting blood everywhere like Gene Simmons.
That's awesome.
Awful.
Awesome answer.
When I'm squatching out in the woods, I want to be safe.
Trojan man.
I mean, everybody knows. It's cold outside, and everybody knows what Squatches do when it gets this cold outside. Everybody knows what it is. Everybody. I mean, I know. I'm not going to say what it is right now, because if you guys don't know, then you shouldn't even be out here. So I don't have to say what it is. But everybody knows. It's well known.
They come to McDonald's for coffee.